Somebody like rolled the wire together.
Clutch pedal's already all the way down because it needs bled.
We make the streams louder.
Hey, what are you doing?
Stealing your wheel?
What is that?
Stealing your wheel.
Bastard. Robbing the one, Jay.
Nobody wants it anyways.
Oh, shit. That's harsh, dude. Tyson, what are we doing?
Hopefully getting the same run.
Maybe, huh? Well, it has a different ECU. The ECU came with the motor, and so I guess the mobilizer, it's upside down. Keep going, there you go. Anyhow, so the mobilizer might not let us start it. I think we almost have all enough parts to start it. I gotta pull this, the dirty drift car off the thing. What did you buy today? What did you buy? You bought these fucking sick-ass 300ZX wheels?
Yeah. I bought a cat, a radiator hose, a battery tray, some AC lines, and some wheels.
So a cat, a battery tray, radiator hose, radiator cap, AC lines, and some
wheels.
And some RPF ones. What did you say this version is of the S2000?
AP2 version 4s, dude.
AP2 version 4s, yeah.
Yeah.
And so anyhow, yeah. The battery tray was basically moved because of the turbo, because the turbo manifold. So you could see, where's it at? There's like a cut and a weld and a JB weld on top of it. Moving the AC lines. Normally they just run like straight right here in the battery. Yeah, so the battery sits right there. So we're gonna put the battery tray in that, try to get another battery, just a normal battery instead of that crazy ass, you know, like 0 gauge freaking battery relocation shit right there. But so yeah, that's one of the things. We'll probably use the radiator relocation, or not the radiator, the battery relocation one to just get it started, so we don't have to mess with that right now. But yeah, I was looking at some of the other stuff, kind of figuring out where we're going to have to do it. I found the alternator that was hidden under the back. Basically, we need to hook up just some dumb shit under the intake manifold, catalytic converter. He also got a full exhaust. Well, basically an OEM exhaust the other day. That guy right there. So got a full exhaust. What else are we missing? So you're gonna like actually have to buy a battery,
yeah,
an air intake, a steering wheel. Still deciding if he's gonna leave like a setup like this in there, or if he's gonna go with like an OEM
probably like this
style. And then what's in the box? What's in the boxes? We haven't opened them yet.
Hopefully
oh, you still got my. Oh, you didn't give that back earlier. No, I made him wait for the unboxing. What's in it? Oh no! The damn packet here.
Do you want these at all or no?
No. Shit. Nobody buys my 370Z parts, so.
Fucking black tar heroin, dude.
Oh, fuck me. How much?
Huh?
You can just leave the rest of them in there, I guess. So these are
expensive, dude.
Well, don't scratch them. Whatever it is. Expensive homies. Oh no, they wrote on them.
Fucking bastards.
So these are soft top hinges. You know, on account of that, it doesn't have a soft top on it right now, and the soft top. Where's the soft top residing right now?
I don't know. You moved it. It was over there.
It's over there in that hoard of shit. Yeah, I needed soft top hinges. So we got soft top hinges. In the other box, we already figured out one because we got one like a day sooner. And that is where. Oh no! Did you? Where's that?
That one right there.
Oh.
It's open.
Okay, so it's mirrors. So we got some white AP2 mirrors because you know it's a white AP2, and yeah, so we're gonna move some shit. Alright, so we've been smashing a bunch of little shit out on here. We got the slave cylinder hooked up. We figured out my whole fuel line dilemma. There's this little guy right here, and it goes over to the, and just bolts right there. The return line was cut, so we got a little hose mender in there. Can't really see it, but got a little hose mender in there, and an extra little piece of hose off another Honda block I had laying around. Ground's hooked up. Catalytic converter on, O2 sensors plugged in and turned, and then rear exhaust. We're kind of fighting this because it has like this 1,000 horsepower drive shaft in it or some shit, I don't know. But anyhow, so we need bolts for this and that because that's it's up on top of the car right now, so we haven't done that. Has a bunch of this evap shit all unplugged, so we need to kind of figure out what is we're gonna keep with that or not, or I don't know, something. We also got, it had like these little 10mm bolts for the rear struts. So I got some bolts in it. Got the exhaust all hung up. And that's about it. The rear brake lines are not hooked. That one's kind of half-ass hooked up. This one's not hooked up. ABS is not hooked up. And because basically what, you know, was turboed, it had like this like built rear end and all that. And the guy had like two S2000. So he took the rear end out of this one, put it in the other one, because the other one he was like doing, I think he's like ELS swapped it now, but wanted that rear end and all that other shit, so he like paid this dude that was kind of angry, you know, about it, so he just kind of half-assed threw it in there. Didn't hook anything up, you know, which, I mean, good thing we're going over everything, but yeah, so that's, we gotta do that when we pull off the wheels to get the RPF1s on there. We're gonna bleed the brakes, because we disconnected all that shit anyhow, and clean it out and make sure they're good to go. What do you think, Tyler? Are you excited?
It's moving along.
Can you see some light, or are you just
finally?
Are you just pissed because there's no bolts?
I'm kind of pissed. There's no bolts.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. Good thing I got like a horde of like, you know, well, this is actually like a complete Honda bolt thing. Over here I got kind of a random ass assortment of just, you know, I kind of half-ass organized them, but I have for the most part a lot of bolts. Okay, so we got it all sitting back on the ground with the RPF1s on it. I had to, you know, there's a bunch of shit underneath that was kind of loose. Like I said, they basically swapped subframes out of an AP1 that was, you know, in that whole situation. So, you know, caliper bolts were loose. The e-brake lines weren't on. The brakes were completely disconnected. So went ahead and went all the way around, bled all the brakes. So the brakes feel good now. You know, before we kind of had to set them on there to look at them before we did that, and then pulled them back off. But yeah, they look really good on there. So, and they're only 17s. They're 17 by 9.5 plus 45 or plus 35, I think. Figured out a lot of the stuff underneath here. There was this fuel line that was just like really ruining my day, and so that looks a lot more open down there than it did. This was basically the thing, and we had one of these and then that, and I had this end and that end, and I was trying to put them together, and it was stupid, and just got that all figured out. gonna go ahead and you know, next time we mess with it, we're gonna put the AC lines, battery tray, all that shit in there. Right here you can see where they spliced in the injectors. So basically gonna do the same thing, cut that off and resolder on the new injector plug. I'm gonna go to the junkyard tomorrow and get some plugs off basically an OBD2 Honda. Same thing with the map sensor right there. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along nicely. I think what we're gonna have to do is basically get it 100% buttoned up, like ready to turn the key, and then take it to Honda and have them program the immobilizer in there. You know, show them the title and the paperwork that Ty owns it, and they should be able to program it for him, and then essentially drive away from there. But we'll probably end up towing it back. Still need to, you know, put the mirrors and stuff on. The drive shaft, need to put that all together and figure out. I don't know what the hell to do with this whole mess underneath the dash. I mean, look at that. That is all like a Viper alarm system wiring and just tons of shit. It looks like it had some sort of remote start on it as well. So I mean, I don't know if I want to really dig into that. It supposedly started and ran, and the guy before didn't even know it had an alarm on it. So it's kind of one of them things, you know, if just kind of put it back up in there and it works and call it good. Put the bumpers and shit on, but yeah, so we're gonna start on this in another day or so, which will probably be the same damn video. So look forward to later in this video more shit getting done. As of right now, I'm going home to upload or to edit a drift event video for you guys. So hopefully you guys like that, because you guys have seen that already. David, what are you doing here?
Oh,
I don't know if we've introduced that David's actually back. So he had his big job up in Minnesota, and what happened?
and it got moved to China.
Yeah, China took his job.
Yeah.
They took his job, but no, actually, what happened? The stocks, they had to lay off like 200,000 people.
Yeah, they laid off a dickload of people.
But so anyhow, David's back here. Ty's here tonight. Are you excited?
Hopefully.
What's the goal tonight? To see if this thing will fire up for 3 seconds?
Yeah.
3 second fire.
Yeah, because of it has the mobilizer chip. We need to have the thing programmed, the ECU to the key, because this is the ECU that came with the engine. The key is obviously the one that was with the car. We don't have the factory ECU that came with the car. So yeah, we're gonna try and get it fired up. David's getting ready to do he's gonna, you know, do these injector wires back over. We're gonna rob these ones off of this harness. So these are I think that's EV6 style. These are EV1 style. So yeah, David's gonna do this. I got my my little Walmart special soldering iron. That's probably not gonna work, but yeah. So David's, are you excited, David?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
Okay. And I would be doing this, and I might be helping him,
It's
but
almost like
but I'm over here working on Big Dirty. Son of a bitch, I did the axle seal on the other side like last year, and I was like, oh, you know, this side's not leaking yet. It was kind of a pain in the ass, and I didn't want to do it. So as you could tell, with all the oil in here and the oil right there, I had to go buy me the tool. So I got to replace the axle seal the oil in that. So hopefully, you know, brake clean the shit out of everything right here. But I got to replace the axle seal. I posted on my Snapchat that I got a new truck, and a couple of you guys believe me. Nobody recognized him without the grandpa camper shell on it. And but yeah, so still got the 1J car.
Hey, you got a lighter?
A lighter. Oh yeah, actually I do.
oh, I got it.
I'm on the T. You guys don't need one?
There's one in the toolbox.
Oh, I got a white lighter. Oh, it ain't gonna start like that. That thing's a piece of shit. So he's dealing with what are you heating up?
Well, we're gonna get that tape off there.
Are you gonna melt it or what? Oh, okay. Why don't you just use a lighter? Running out of memory. Let me delete some shit.
Where's the fucking magnets, dude?
You gotta pull them out. Do you need light or what?
Yeah, but you need to learn to fucking pull out. Fuck.
Aluminum fucking hood.
Put that in the hell and see what happens. Is it really an aluminum head?
Yeah.
Nice.
Great, dude.
Explain to him, Ty.
What you got going on, dude?
Just getting rid of these old injector clips. So it's factory again. Factory. Somebody like rolled the wire together.
Hey guys,
They twisted it and soldered it?
some heat shrink tubing right there.
Oh, bud.
Look, we got many options. Okay,
Where's the tubing though?
It's.
I got you an empty box.
I thought I had it, but so we just got electrical tape it, Ty.
Fuck.
I hope you're okay with that.
You don't have any shrink tubing.
All right, so Ty left. He while we started messing with getting ready to wire the injectors, and we didn't have no heat shrink wrap or heat shrink. We got this stuff, but it's way too big. So anyhow, didn't have the shrink wrap and couldn't do that. But anyhow, got the battery and stuff in it. I went ahead and I hooked up the ECU, and I took my I went ahead and I stuffed some of that wiring down there. So that's kind of in the thing. I put a big old giant battery right there, hooked up to them gigantic cables. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her a little spritz of starting fluid, because basically the fuel pump works, but it's not clutch pedal's already all the way down because it needs bled. So you can see it, then the stupid turbo timer, all that shit was wired in too. But yeah, basically it'll run now. So all we really need to do is hook up the injectors and the map sensor, and it'll run on its own. It should it'll run for 3 seconds until it sees that it's the wrong key and not the right immobilizer code, and then yeah, basically Honda needs to program it, so that'll yeah. Well, let's get a tad bit closer. Basically, it needs the injectors wired. That shouldn't be too big of a deal tomorrow. As soon as we get the thing, I robbed another one of these plugs. Got the right one. All the wires and everything seem like they're easy to match up. I went ahead and I threw the alternator on it and the belt. Hooked up the AC lines. Hooked up the lower radiator hose. I hooked up the throttle cable. Upper heater hose, the lower heater hose, all that stuff. So yeah, just a bunch of little tiny things. Definitely needs these. Still need to do the AC lines. Relocate the battery. Put the battery tray up here. Let's see where are we at. Where's those lines at? There. Oh, AC lines right there. Got the battery tray right here. I don't think that'll be too hard to figure out. I hope. Got this big giant thing. I don't even know where these big cables connect to everything, but I'll trace it down. But yeah, and I kind of put some fluid in the clutch. This whole like drive shaft thing, I don't know what the hell it is. I guess it's like some 1,000 horsepower drive shaft or one of them type of things. But it has this weird like adapter on it with these super fine thread. Let's see if that'll focus on that. If I put that and I zoom in on it, then it'll focus. Okay. So it's got like a really fine thread. Here's the old engine and tranny right here. For those of you guys who didn't watch part 1 or weren't around then, this was basically a turbo motor. Cracked a ring and basically put a big old score in the cylinder wall. So that's why that's there. He just bought basically a stock swap to put back in it instead of sleeving and forging that, because there's no reason in sleeving it if you're not going to forge it. And so yeah. It's got this weird adapter on it right there with these like shitty. I rounded one of those guys off, but yeah, it's got these things on there. These little kind of countersunk, Allen head things that are kind of sketchy. But so I don't really like that. I wish we could locate just a factory drive shaft to throw back in it, which I might tell them to do, but. I'm gonna work on trying to get that other thing loosened off of the other tranny down there, so we can at least get this one in here and get it moving. But yeah, at least we got it started. At least we know that the ECU and all the injectors, and I mean that it actually runs. I mean, it didn't run for more than 3 seconds, basically just because of the the immobilizer in the ECU, which I think that only, I mean, it would probably just continue to run. If maybe we kept spraying starting fluid in there, but there's no need to do that. We got it fired. So yeah, basically all it does need is the immobilizer reprogrammed, the key programmed to the ECU. We were gonna try to do that today, which it's early in the morning right now. It's Thursday, so you guys are getting a pretty updated video. I've been trying to keep you guys, give you at least 2 videos a week. Monday and Thursday usually. Usually I upload them like late Thursday at night. That kind of a weird time I was just testing out, but it seems like a lot of people view it right away. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Thursday videos as well. I know they're not as long. Well, I don't think they're as long, but yeah, I'm glad we kind of got this thing going at least a little bit, and it's kind of coming together a little bit more. But RPF1s look awesome on there. I mean, the offset on them is like literally like perfect. Maybe a little bit of a little roll or something in the back, but I mean it looks really good. But yeah, we need a few more little things, but hopefully in the next video, obviously you guys will probably see this thing driving around, and Ty's gonna figure out what he's gonna do with it. If he's gonna keep it or get rid of it, or kind of one of them project type of deals where you're like, well shit, it's took so damn long, I don't even know if I want it. But I think after he drives it, he'll definitely want to keep it. He had one a long time ago. But yeah, and it's kind of funny because you guys will probably see it pop off and start before he does, because he'll watch the movie as soon as it uploads, but he'll be basically watching it with you guys. So, but yeah, let's thanks for watching. If you like all the movies, make sure if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment and tell me how dirty my shop is or something. I don't know.